Hello, welcome to our channel, Learn to Score. In this video, I am going to solve exercise 4 of linear equations in one variable chapter. I hope you will like the video. Please subscribe to our channel for regular updates. Thank you. Question number 1. Find the value of x so that L is parallel to M. Look at the figure. Line L is parallel to line M. That's what is given, right? And we are given two angles. One of the angles is 2x plus 15 and other angle is 3x minus 10 degrees, right? Using this particular figure, we have to find the value of x. You may recall that when a transversal intersects parallel lines, the corresponding angles are equal. Here, line L and line M are parallel lines, right? And the horizontal line is the transversal, which is intersecting these two parallel lines, right? Now, we have a transversal intersecting two parallel lines, right? This statement says that the corresponding angles are equal. What are the corresponding angles? First, we have to see. This particular angle, 2x plus 15, and this angle are corresponding angles. That's why let me write it as 2x plus 15, right? Now, this angle, 3x minus 10 degrees, and this particular angle are corresponding angles. That's why let me write this as 3x minus 10, right? Now we have angles 2x plus 15 and 3x minus 10 written in other place also, right? Those corresponding to the corresponding angles of the given angles, right? 2x plus 15 and 3x minus 10. Now we have to find a relation between these angles, 2x plus 15 and 3x minus 10. The relation can be obtained as follows. We know that vertical angles are equal. What are vertical angles? The angles opposite to each other when two lines cross. For example, you have two lines crossing, right? The angles opposite to each other are called vertical angles. Those two are equal and these two are equal. Those are vertical angles. As per this, for example, if you look at this, 2x plus 15 and 3x minus 10 are vertical angles. Here also 2x plus 15 and 3x minus 10 are vertical angles, right? As per the second statement, those two are equal. It means 2x plus 15 equal to 3x minus 10. Let's write that. We have to solve this equation to find the value of x. To do that, let me transpose minus 10 to left hand side. When I do that, it becomes plus 10, right? So let me write the equation now as 2x plus 15 plus 10 equal to 3x. Got it? Now I can transpose this plus 2x to the RHS. When I do that, it is going to become minus 2x, right? Let's transpose 2x to the RHS. When I do that, I'll be writing it as minus 2x. So the equation now is written as 15 plus 10 equal to 3x minus 2x, right? Simplify this such that you can write it as 25 equal to x. X equal to 25 is the answer, right? Question number 2 is 8 times of a number reduced by 10 is equal to sum of 6 times the number and 4. Find the number. Let's assume that the number is x. Look at the first statement. It says that 8 times of a number, meaning 8 times of x reduced by 10 is equal to sum of 6 times the number, meaning 6 times x and 4. Sum of 6 times x and 4 is equal to 8 times x reduced by 10, right? Let's write that in the equation form first. 8 times of x reduced by 10 can be written as 8x minus 10, right? 8 times x is 8x. Reduced by 10 means we have to subtract 10 from that. 8x minus 10. Look at the second statement. It says that 6 times the number and 4 have to be added, right? Sum of 6 times the number and 4. 6 times the number, x is 6x, and that has to be added to 4, right? As per the problem statement, these two quantities are equal. It means 8x minus 10 equal to 6x plus 4, right? We have to solve this equation to get the value of x, that is the number. Let us transpose 6x to the LHS. 6x is plus 6x here. When it goes the other side, it becomes minus 6x, right? Let me write that. 8x minus 10 minus 6x equal to 4. Now I can transpose minus 10 to RHS. When I do that, it becomes plus 10, right? So the equation now becomes 8x minus 6x equal to 4 plus 10, right? So when I simplify this, I get 2x equal to 14. Now transpose number 2 to the other side. When you do that, since it is multiplying x here, it is going to divide 14, right? So x equal to 14 by 2, that is equal to 7. So x equal to 7 is the answer. It means the number we are looking for is 7, right? Question number 3 is the number consists of 2 digits whose sum is 9. If 27 is subtracted from the number, its digits are reversed. Find the number. You're given a 2-digit number. If you sum the digits, you get 9 as the answer. If you subtract 27 from the number, then the digits are going to be reversed. We are asked to find the number, right? Since it is a 2-digit number, let me assume that one of the digits as x, right? If one digit is x, the second digit is going to be 9 minus x, because sum of these two digits is 9, right? Sum of two digits is 9, that is given. It means the other digit is going to be 9 minus x. It means when you add 9 minus x and x, you are going to get 9 as the sum, right? Now, you have two digits. One is x and other is 9 minus x. But are you sure that whether x is in one's place or 9 minus x is in one's place? We don't, right? So it means we have to assume again. I'm assuming that 9 minus x is in one's place and x is in tens place. Of course, you can assume the other way also, but I am assuming that 9 minus x is in one's place and x is in tens place, right? If x is in tens place, its value is going to be 10x, right? Since 9 minus x is in one's place, its value is 9 minus x only. So the number is going to be 10 times x, because that is the value of x, plus 9 minus x, right? Now the given number is 10x plus 9 minus x, right? The second statement says that 27 is subtracted from this number. Let me subtract 27 from this number. When you subtract 27 from this number, the number can be written as 10x plus 9 minus x minus 27, right? When you subtract 27 from the given number, the digits are reversed. That is what the statement is, right? Digits are reversed. It means here we said that x is in tens place and 9 minus x is in ones place, right? The digits are reversed means x is going to be in ones place and 9 minus x is going to be in tens place, right? The digits are reversed. So x is in ones place, it means its value is x only. Since 9 minus x is in tens place, its value is going to be 10 times 9 minus x, right? The new number is going to be 10 times 9 minus x plus x. Got it? This is value of 10th place and this is the value of ones place. And the new number is this. That is equal to the given number minus 27, right? Let's write that. The given number minus 27 is equal to 10 times 9 minus x plus x, right? Let us simplify this. When you simplify this, you remove these two brackets so that I can write the LHS as 10x plus 9 minus x minus 27, right? The RHS now as 10 times 9, that is 90, 10 times minus x, that is minus 10x, and then remove this bracket and add plus x, right? Now, this is the equation we have to solve. Let me simplify this equation further. I have 10x here minus x here, right? So that can be written as 9x and plus 9 here minus 27 here, meaning that is equal to minus 18, right? On the right hand side, you have 90. Let me write 90 as is, and this is minus 10x plus x, that is equal to minus 9x, right? Now let us solve this equation. To do that, I can transpose minus 9x to the LHS, right? When I do that, it is going to be 9x plus 9x minus 18 equal to 90, right? Now I can transpose this minus 18 to the other side. When I do that, the equation is going to be 9x plus 9x equal to 90 plus 18, right? So simplify this such that you can write it as 18x equal to 108. Now let me transpose this 18 to the other side so that x can be written as x equal to 108 divided by 18, that is equal to 6, right? Now we got the value of x, meaning one of the digits of the given number is known now. The second digit is going to be 9 minus x, right? The other digit is 9 minus x, that is equal to 9 minus 6, that is equal to 3. So now we have the digits as 6 and 3, right? Now you remember we said that 9 minus x is in ones place, meaning 3 is in ones place and 6 is in tens place, right? So the number is 10 times 6 plus 3, that is equal to 60 plus 3, that is equal to 63, right? The given number is 63. Got it? Question number 4 is, a number is divided into two parts such that one part is 10 more than the other part. And the second statement says that if the two parts are in the ratio of 5:3, find the number and the two parts. You look at this, you're given a number that is divided into two parts such that one part is bigger and other part is smaller, right? So one part is 10 more than the other part, meaning the bigger part is 10 more than the smaller part. If the two parts are in the ratio of 5:3, then we are asked to find the number and the parts, right? Let me assume that one part of the number is 5x, meaning when you divide a given number, one part you are obtaining as 5x. The other part is going to be automatically is 3x. The reason for that is, when I say one part by other part, 5x by 3x is 5 by 3, that is equal to 5:3, right? So first part is 5x and the second part is 3x, right? They are in the ratio of 5:3. Now look at this. These two parts, 5x and 3x, are obtained by dividing one number, right? What is that number? That number is 5x plus 3x. Now you see the given number is 5x plus 3x. One part is 5x and other part is 3x, right? Now look at this statement. One part is 10 more than the other. In these two, 5x is a bigger part, right? Compared to 3x. That's why 5x is 10 more than 3x. One part is 10 more than other. It means 5x is 10 more than 3x. Let me write that. 5x equal to 3x plus 10. It is a linear equation in one variable, right? We can solve this equation. For that, let us transpose 3x to the other side. When you do that, it becomes minus 3x. So 5x minus 3x equal to 10. It means 2x equal to 10, right? Now let me transpose this 2 to the other side. Since it is multiplying x, it is going to divide 10, right? So x equal to 10 by 2, that is equal to 5. X equal to 5 is the number, right? But one part we said that is 5x, meaning 5 times 5, that is equal to 25. The second part is 3x. It means 3 times 5 is equal to 15, right? The whole number, the given number is 5x plus 3x, right? That is 25 plus 15, that is equal to 40. This is the given number. 40 is the given number. When you divide that into two parts in the ratio of 5:3, the two parts you are going to get are 25 and 15. Got it? Question number 5 is, when I triple a certain number and add 2, I get the same answer as I do when I subtract the number from 50. Find the number. You're given two statements here. One is, I triple a certain number and add 2. That is equal to, I subtract the same number from 50. Meaning, you start with a number, right? Triple that and add 2. That is equal to 50 minus that number, right? Let us first assume that the number as x. As per the first statement, triple the number x and add 2. That can be written as 3x plus 2, right? Triple the number x, meaning 3 times x, and add 2 means 3x plus 2, right? This is one number you have. That is equal to subtract x from 50. When you subtract x from 50, you're getting the same number. That's what they say, right? That is equal to 50 minus x. As per the problem statement, 3x plus 2 and 50 minus x are same, right? That is what it says. I triple a certain number and add 2, I get the same answer as I do when I subtract the same number from 50. So 3x plus 2 is equal to 50 minus x. This is the equation we have to solve. To solve this, let me transpose this minus x to the other side. When I do that, it becomes plus x, right? 3x plus 2 plus x equal to 50 is the equation. Now let me transpose plus 2 to the other side. So this plus 2, when you transpose, it becomes minus 2, right? So 3x plus x equal to 50 minus 2, right? 4x equal to 48 is the equation you have now. Now let me transpose this 4 to the other side so that it is going to divide number 48. So x equal to 48 by 4, that is equal to 12. Right? The number originally selected is number 12. Got it? Question number 6 is, Mary is twice older than her sister. In 5 years' time, she will be 2 years older than her sister. Find how old are they both now. We have to find the present age of Mary and her sister. The problem statement says that Mary is twice older than her sister. At present, Mary is twice older than her sister. Please note this. And in 5 years' time, Mary will be 2 years older than her sister. These are the two statements given. We have to find the age of Mary and her sister now. Right? Let me assume that the present age of Mary's sister is x. Present age of Mary's sister, I am assuming it to be x. It means the present age of Mary is going to be twice the x. Right? It means the present age of Mary is 2x, right? Now, in 5 years' time, Mary will be 2 years older than her sister. That is the statement given, right? After 5 years, what is the age of Mary's sister? Mary's sister age is going to be x plus 5 years, right? Mary's age is going to be 2x plus 5. I'm adding 5 to these two numbers. When the present age of Mary's sister is x, that's why after 5 years her age is going to be x plus 5. Present age of Mary is 2x, that's why after 5 years Mary's age is going to be 2x plus 5, right? Now the second statement says that in 5 years time Mary will be 2 years older than her sister, meaning 2x plus 5 is equal to x plus 5 plus 2. Right? After 5 years, Mary will be 2 years older than her sister, meaning Mary's age is going to be equal to Mary's sister age plus 2. Right? Let us simplify this equation. That can be written as 2x plus 5 equal to x plus 7. Right? X plus 5 plus 2, that is equal to plus 7. 2x plus 5 equal to x plus 7. Let us solve this equation. For that, let me transpose plus x to the other side. When I do that, the equation becomes 2x plus 5 minus x equal to 7, right? Now I can transpose plus 5 to the other side. When I do that, it becomes minus 5, right? So the equation is going to be 2x minus x equal to 7 minus 5. That can be written as x equal to 2. So to answer the question, present age of Mary's sister is x equal to 2 years, and present age of Mary is 2x, that is equal to 2 times 2, that is equal to 4 years. Got it? Question number 7 is, in 5 years time, Reshma will be 3 times old as she was 9 years ago. How old is she now? You see, the present age of Reshma is what we have to find, right? The problem statement has two ages given. In 5 years time, Reshma will be 3 times older, 3 times old as she was 9 years ago. What is the age of Reshma 9 years ago? And what is the age of Reshma after 5 years? Right? There is a relation that is given. To solve this problem, let us assume that the present age of Reshma is x. If the present age of Reshma is x, Reshma's age in 5 years is going to be x plus 5, right? Meaning it is in the future. 9 years ago, what is the age of Reshma? 9 years ago, Reshma's age is going to be x minus 9, right? Since the present age is x, future age is going to be x plus 5 after 5 years. And 9 years ago, Reshma's age was x minus 9. Right? The relation between these two ages is given here. It says that after 5 years, Reshma will be 3 times old as she was 9 years ago. It means 3 times 9 years ago, the age of Reshma 9 years ago, that is 3 times x minus 9 equal to x plus 5. That is Reshma's age after 5 years, right? Reshma's age after 5 years will be equal to 3 times the age of Reshma 9 years ago. That is what is written in this form, in the equation form here, right? Let us simplify this such that I can write it as x plus 5 equal to 3 times x, that is 3x, minus 3 times 9, that is 27, right? Minus 27. Now let us solve this equation. To solve this equation, we have to transpose. Meaning you can transpose x or 3x because I want to get all the variable terms to one side and constant terms to the other side, right? That's why I'm transposing this plus 3x to the other side. When I do that, it becomes minus 3x, right? Now let me transpose plus 5 to the other side so that it becomes minus 5, right? Now the equation I have is x minus 3x equal to minus 27 minus 5, right? X minus 3x is minus 2x and minus 27 minus 5 is minus 32, right? Now let me transpose this minus 2 to the other side. When I do that, it is going to divide minus 32, so that x can be written as x equal to minus 32 divided by minus 2. I can cancel these two minuses first, right? That becomes 32 divided by 2, that is equal to 16. X equal to 16 is the answer. Present age of Reshma is 16 years. Got it? Question number 8 is a town's population increased by 1200 people. And then this new population decreased 11%. The town now had 32 people less than it did before 1200 increase. Find the original population. There was some original population, right? The population of town increased by 1200 people. And then the new population decreased by 11%. The town now had 32 less people than it did before the 1200 increase. Find the original population. Let's assume the original population of the town as x. If original population of town is x, then when you say that town's population increased by 1200, it means the new population is going to be 1200 plus x or x plus 1200, right? So original population is x. Now the new population is x plus 1200. Then this new population decreased 11%. When you say that the new population decreased by 11%, it means that after decrease in population, it is going to have only 89% of new population remaining, right? Meaning 100 minus 11 is 89, right? So the new population is x plus 1200. From there, 11% has decreased, meaning the current population is going to be 89% of x plus 1200. Let's write that. The current population is 89 by 100 times x plus 1200. Right? Now, the other statement says that the town now had 32 less people than it did before 1200 increase. It means if you look at the current population, that is 89 by 100 times x plus 1200, that is going to be 32 less than the original population, right? So I can write it as the current population is equal to the original population minus 32. Now we have to solve this equation. For that, I can first transpose this 100 to the other side so that it is going to multiply. So the equation now I can write it as 89 times x plus 1200 equal to 100 times x minus 32, right? You can simplify this equation further such that I can write this as 89x, and 89 times 1200, when you multiply, you get a number like 1,06,800. That is equal to 100 times x, 100x, 100 times 32, that is minus 3200, right? Now we have to simplify this equation further. For that, I can transpose. I'm transposing this plus 100x to this side. When I do that, it becomes minus 100x, right? So 89x plus 1,06,800 minus 100x equal to minus 3,200, right? Now I can transpose this particular number to the other side so that it becomes minus 1,06,800, right? Let me write that. 89x minus 100x equal to minus 3,200 minus 1,06,800, right? Now when you simplify this, you get minus 11x on the left hand side and minus 1,10,000 on the right hand side. Now let me transpose this minus 11 to the other side. When I do that, it is going to be x equal to minus 1,10,000 divided by minus 11. I can cancel these two minus 11, minus, and then 111, 11 and 11. If you cancel here, you have 1, here you have 1. This is 10,000. Right? The answer x is 10,000. What is x? The original population is x. It means the original population of the town is 10,000 people. Got it? I hope you like the video. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel Learn to Score. Thank you.